Tat, my humble prostrations to the all-pervading Brahman, to my worshipful Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayanandaji Maharaj, to the Divine Mother and all sages and saints, and to each of you divine soul watching today's satsang. We are currently studying the Holy Scripture, Mysticism of Devi Mahatmya, Worship of God as Mother. Commentaries by my Guruji, Swami Jyotirmayanandaji Maharaj, narrated by myself, Swami Nikhilananda. So we are currently studying worship of Goddess Saraswati. Om Aim Saraswatyai Namaha. One of the most important aspects in the daily worship of Goddess Saraswati is control of our speech, which is the visible manifestation of the Goddess. Words must be gentle. They must enlighten the hearts of others. They should not create disharmony, and they should not injure the feelings of others. That's why they say, Satyam avada priyam avada navada satyam apriyam. Say things that are sweet and true. Do not speak harshly, even if it is the truth. If by your speech you hurt others, if your words are misused, you are displeasing the Goddess. If you are born with a melodious voice, that melodious voice will gradually fade away, which means the grace will be withdrawn. And one day there will be a croaking voice, signaling that the Goddess has withdrawn her grace from our speech. In order to restrain our speech, we must restrain our mind, because if we entertain ill will or resentment towards anyone, then our words will not be under our control. There will always be moods and moments where words will escape from our lips uncontrolled, and we will later regret having spoken them. But if in our mental plane we are able to control negative thoughts and develop thoughts of harmony and goodwill, then the words we speak will be harmonious. Further, if we are misusing our thoughts constantly and directing ill will or even violent thoughts towards others, we will lack clarity of mind. The brilliance of reason will be withdrawn because the Goddess is displeased. All works in this world depend upon spoken words, and spoken words are linked to one's thoughts. Those who have powerful thoughts will also have powerful words. Through positive words and thoughts, Goddess Saraswati is adored in an intensive manner. When she is properly adored, our consciousness continues to expand until we become fully established in the realization, I am Brahman. Thus, the message of Mother worship is that our life should be dedicated to the Mother, not merely during the 9 days of Navratri Puja, but throughout the year, as we've discussed in our previous satsangs. Day by day, moment by moment, this world is divine. The Goddess permeates everything, within and without. You are in the arms of the Mother at all times, and therefore live a life of joyous unfoldment and witness the victory of the Mother over all the demons that constitute the world of illusion, the world of duality, and attain the supreme victory in the form of mukti, or self-realization. This is Swami Nikhilananda. We will be covering the thoughts for meditation for each night of Mother worship for the 9 nights that we studied before. We will cover that in the coming satsangs. This is Swami Nikhilananda. Om Tat Sat.